Welcome into On Paper with Keith, where on paper everything looks like it's supposed to go one way. What? We always know that's not quite the case. Anyway, this is your weekend preview for September 29th through October 1st, actually. We'll go all the way into Monday night because you got some NFL coming up there, but we got to get right to it. It is currently just 4, 6 a.m. I don't know if you've been like me and been up since about 3 and starting to watch Ryder Cup. I went to bed with Sky Sports on. Ryder Cup action teed off at 12:30 a.m. our time. Big time difference from us to Italy. And the main storyline of the morning is that while the European team came out looking like a fresh, hot cup of espresso, we, the USA, were as cold as a fresh scoop of gelato. We lost everything. Big sweep this morning in the foursomes. The four balls are about to kick off now. And if you don't know what that means, check out my Ryder Cup preview match where we break it all down for you. But anyway, Europe takes all 4 points. USA needs a big comeback. But let's get right into it from around the world in other sports. The Premier League, you got a big schedule on Saturday starting at 6:30 a.m. with Aston Villa hosting Brighton. Two exciting teams. Should be a lot of goals. If you're a newbie to this, I'd check that out. Really good playing styles. And then at 9 o'clock, you got Everton looking to make it 3 in a row. Who'd have thought? They will be hosting Luton Town in Merseyside. So that should be, we'll see, two lower table teams. Could be fun. At 9 o'clock, United trying to stay on that path back in the Premier League, winning games. They will be hosting Crystal Palace in Manchester. And then if you saw last weekend, you might have seen Newcastle put up 8 goals against a woeful Sheffield team. But they're back at it, and they will host Burnley, another lower table team. So we could see a lot of goals there as well. And the big storyline in the Premier League is at 11:30 on Saturday. You have Tottenham hosting Liverpool. Two top 4 teams. Neither team has lost a game yet this season. So it should be exciting. Should be a very technical game. And hope to see some goals there too. Hopefully my side comes out on top. But if you're a newbie to the Premier League, that is the big one you want to watch. Getting right into it after that, you got college football kicking off early. Southern Cal at Colorado. That is going to be a 10 o'clock kickoff our time. And then you go into Auburn is hosting Georgia. SEC is going to be a lot of fun. Not a lot of tight matches as far as rankings go, but you'll see a lot of regional things. A lot of people, could be some upsets. It's the SEC. You never know. But other highlights you're looking at are going to be Kansas going to Texas. Texas still a big favorite, but they do play Oklahoma next week. Will that come into effect? Will they kind of be looking ahead? Kansas is hungry, still undefeated in the Big 12. And then you got LSU traveling to Ole Miss. Brian Kelly, Lane Kiffin. Why not? Let's go have a good time there. I'm never betting on Brian Kelly to come through in a big game. Just don't do it. Then, well, I did in my bets, but you'll see that later. Anyway, then you got Washington at Arizona in the nightcap. Michael Penix trying to win that Heisman for Washington. He is outstanding. If you like a lot of aerial attack, some good old Mike Leach style football, check out that game late at night. In the NFL, the big storyline I think you're going to see is you got 4 teams yet to win in the league, and all 4 of those teams are playing each other. So by the end of this weekend, you're still going to have 2 teams that have not won a game and will be 0-4. And then finally on Sunday night, will Travis Kelce realize his full potential and start dating women of a higher standard? We'll see in that Jets game later on. Until then, check out later. We'll be on with the Unblocked Podcast Network, and we're going to have a great interview. So I highly recommend you tune into that later. Anyway, for Keith and the On Paper Pod, I'll see you soon.